people don't know that when they walk through life, 80% of the thoughts that are running through their head are negative at any given time, right? They don't even consciously realize that they're looking at life through a negative mindset. They're looking at life like this is it. And what I found is a lot of my journey through life, I did find myself in this state of mind. And it was all because my attitude was always looking at things, with that negative mindset. So write down this phrase for me. Action drives attitude. Okay? Action drives attitude. And what most people think is they have to be motivated to do. They have to be in the right frame of mind to be able to accomplish something. Well, it's all bullshit, right? If you want to do, then do. And your attitude will follow quickly behind. And a lot of people were like, well, I just can't do that. Well, here's a second phrase I want you to write down, which is courage creates confidence, right? Confidence is not a thing. It is something we create. And the only way to create confidence is by actually having the courage to do the things that scare the shit out of us, right? So if you want to change your attitude, start doing. I love this example of, I'll be walking through my house. Maybe it's after dinner. I walk in the kitchen and there's all the pots and pans from dinner are in the sink. Part of the problem is if I look at that situation and go, man, I just don't feel like doing the plate, everything else, I can do them in the morning. They will sit there all day. And if I go, when I get motivated, I'll do the plates and everything. They won't get done. But here's a cool thing. If I start doing those dishes, right, and I start getting them up, loading the dishwasher up, I don't just stop with the dishes. Next thing you know, I'm wiping the counters down. Next thing you know, I'm sweeping the floors. Next thing you know, I'm wiping off the cabinets, right? Next thing you know, I'm working in the dining room, right? Motivation and drive and all of that come from action, right? You can't feel it to do it. You can't just talk yourself into doing it. You got to do it, and then everything else comes. I hate these self-help people that are like, just tell yourself I love myself 100 times. That shit doesn't work because there's no action with it, right? You want to change your attitude so you can really go for it. Then you absolutely have to start taking actions. And what actions do you need to take? It's probably the shit you don't want to do, right? Like me, I hate doing dishes, but I do them. Right? I hate doing operational shit for my business, but it has to be done, right? That's what I'm talking about. You have to physically go do, right, before you can become. Say that again. You have to go do before you become, right? And a lot of people, when things scare them, they freeze. Guys, I'm telling you, when you have some sort of scare, fear, whatever pop in, that is the universe saying, let's see what you got. That's the time you need to step up and flip and go for it. Quit sitting back, because it's when you sit back that your whole life falls to that just mundane level of okayness, right? And most people are mad at themselves because they're not motivated enough to do whatever. Well, the truth is they're not mad because they're not motivated. They're mad because they're not doing. And so mentally, they're kicking their own ass because when they don't do, it forces them into a situation where they don't know how to change their attitude. And they're waiting for the world to show up for them. Well, guys, the world's never going to show up. You have to go create the world you want.